What's up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself. And today seems to be the return of Xenoblade. Xenoblade X, Xenoblade Cross. I am aware that there was a recent trailer for the Switch, which is pretty cool. I actually saw that. I don't even remember most of it. I just remember I wanted to kind of be part of the hype and watch a glimpse of it. And it was the first time I saw it moving, and it was pretty much confirmed what I thought it was, which is the weird kind of different Xenoblade with a lot of heavy emphasis on mechs. So anyways, this is going to be two songs today. We have Wir Fliegen, sounds German as hell to me. And then I think, I could be wrong, we have a day and night song called Oblivia. And this might be, probably not, but this might be the first time that I check out a town theme from this game. I can't remember anything anymore, so I'm going to treat it like it's the first time, but that is Oblivia. And these are from the channels Xenoblade Chronicles, OST, and Vidi Autumn, requested by Biosleeve and CF. And let's just go. I know this is a Suwano soundtrack, so it's going to sound different. You know, this reminds me of, this is like the Metal Gear Rising of the Xenoblade world. That's the way I always see it. Like the same aesthetic, and like the music's different too, right? It's kind of like, I don't know, whatever. This is Wir Fliegen. That has to mean like we're flying or something, right? All right, let's go. Xenoblade Chronicles. Or sorry, this is just Xenoblade X. Pretty sure Japan is just Xenoblade without the Chronicles. Ooh, I like that. This seems to be the most vocal heavy Xenoblade. Oh, there's a whisper in the background too. Oh, we're using auto-tune as a creative thing, not a correcting. Japanese? I'm not really familiar with Suwano outside of this game. I don't watch anime. So let me know if this is like, if Xenoblade X is kind of like, is it reminiscent of his other work? There's a lot going on already. Let me look up what Wir Fliegen means. And why is it in German? Why are there so many different weird titles in this game? That is catchy AF. Oh, it's in German. The lyrics are in German. This just sounds like a club song now. Featuring Suya? Translation, we fly, we're going, we're flying. Okay, so I was like dead on. Some things in German just sound like English, you know? I like this kind of hybrid of like acoustic and electric. Ooh. Sick snare. I love a good snare. I'm gonna assume the flying is referring to the mech suit. I want to say it was after 1. Let me see. Oh, right, it was a Wii U. I thought it was a Wii. 2015. What was the second game? Gosh, the Wii. We're listening to Wii U music. I think, as far as I know, I'll talk about it later. And we have like a funk thing going too. This is a really cool song. It's catchy, got a little bit of like that anime style, acoustic, funk, chords, really cool like session drummer back there, and the orchestral and German, which I don't hear often. Someone tell me what that says under Xenoblade. Is it just Xenoblade in Japanese? Ah, interesting. That's a reverse take. It sounded like just the melody right before it, and then they just. Okay. So the last time I did Xenoblade X, it was kind of like a spontaneous, like little gift to the community because they just announced the Switch port. This one has nothing to do with any sort of timing. I don't know if anything's happening. This just happens to be next in line. So this has been waiting for a while. Like I can't even remember. I don't want to know. I never want to know how long something's been waiting. So now that assuming I talk to everyone like as if it's the first video every time because new viewers and stuff, but assuming this is your first video and you don't know what's happening. TLDR, I found Xenoblade on this channel through its music. I got really interested in it. I started playing the games in 2024. I played Definitive Edition and I went straight into 2. And I played both their DLCs, Future Connected and Torn of the Golden Country. And now we're in 2025 and I have upcoming Xenoblade 3 playthrough sometime in the spring. And I have this game backlogged because it's coming out on Switch, but I'm not in a huge hurry for it. We're going to see how I feel after 3, but I think after 3 I'm going to just want to kind of like explore other stuff, you know. But I will say, admittedly, and I don't mean this in any sort of negative thing. I've had nothing but good experience with Xenoblade. I just think this one's like the one I'm like least interested in. But that could obviously all change later. Who knows? I'm just saying, it's always been the one that has least caught my attention. The first 3, or the 3, have always been kind of like, ooh, you know, what's up? What's up with that? What's going on over there? But we'll see. I have it backlogged. That said, there's a lot of, from what I saw in that trailer, which again, I didn't want to like pay attention to it. I just kind of wanted to be like, oh, what's going on? I saw some things that I'm kind of familiar with, like I think I saw like a palette battle system, and I think the girl in the white hair might be the main character who I just met actually in spoilers for 2 in the challenge mode. I don't even know who she was. I forgot her name. It was a short name. I remember that was a short name. But I was playing the challenge mode, and the chat's like, "Go play this fight," and I was like, "Who the hell is this?" I don't know. I don't met any of the other characters, which I don't want to meet. And the feeling I get from this with X has always been this very like anomaly in the series. And for example, like Drakengard to Nier was this sort of kind of dark aesthetic, and then when it went to Automata, it was a big shift, sort of say. Metal Gear Solid, you know, always been this sneaky thing, and then we have Metal Gear Rising, which similar aesthetic, and that one's obviously the opposite, where it's like instead of stealth, you're just turning everyone into smithereens. So that's kind of how I've always approached seeing Xenoblade, Xenoblade X, I should say. And then the music kind of goes with that too, and knowing that they're going to remaster it, I guess is the term. I would have to assume they're going to do the songs over, even though it's, well, damn, 10 years, God. 2015 does not feel like 10 years ago, dude. I don't care what anyone says. 2015 to me was like 4 or 5 years ago. Anything post-COVID is just like not even real. But okay, so 10 years, Jesus. Yeah, they're definitely going to redo the soundtrack, which is crazy because the soundtrack still sounds very, very modern. This sounds like it could have been released today. And we'll see what they do with it, you know? I would have to assume that it would be Suwano again, and then probably everyone else, you know? Probably delegate stuff to like Ace and stuff like that. It'd be cool to hear that, but we'll see. We'll see what they do with it. There's no way they're just going to stick with the original soundtrack. Anyways, yeah, the soundtrack is totally different, you know, compared to the 1 through 3, which have a very diverse sound. But yet, this one has its own sound completely. And the other thing I was going to say is this one reminds me also of the kind of like inception of the series, which seems to be like the... I don't know the connection yet. I don't know. It's just been, from what I've seen here and there, I've seen little pieces that there seems to be a connection with like Xenosaga, Xenogears, stuff like that, right? And to me, this game looks like kind of that. It looks like the roots. So it looks like a modern version of those games. So yeah, I'm still curious about it, but I'm just saying it's at least one I'm interested in. But that could change. It could be my favorite. Who knows? Okay, well, that song had a lot going on musically. Acoustic, electronic, the German thing, We're Flying. I would have to assume that's maybe a common theme. To me, it sounds like a cutscene theme. But who knows how X handles their cutscene themes, you know what I mean? But to me, it sounded like a cutscene theme. But based on the title, I'm going to guess it's something along like more of a when you're in the suit or something like that. That's all I got. But it was very catchy. And yeah, I'm really curious about the whole German thing, because we got German, then we have the mess of letters and numbers. Something's going on. Pretty excited for this one. I feel like I have, but I really don't remember. I listen to so many things. This might be the first or second time that I hear a town theme, and I'm excited because I love the day and night cycle in Xenoblade Chronicles. It gives you a bonus of another song, and I love that because, well, it's not to love. You get a different version of a song, different instruments, and you know all that good stuff. Anyways, let's get into it. This is Oblivia. Daytime. The more guitar, the better. Oh, and I did confirm in that trailer that it is in the future. I never really knew, but now I know. Whoa. What is going on in Oblivia? This is a cool soundtrack. Ooh. Yeah. I like where this is going. Everything sounds so intense in this game. Like, I wonder if there's ever a moment to just like, chill. You can hear an actual stringed instrument being on the right side. Wow. We just heard a flamenco technique in a Xenoblade song. That's the first. Again, it sounds like cutscene music. Maybe this game is supposed to feel like a movie or something, you know, like very like action-packed and just edge of your seat. Ooh. Oh yeah. Yep, the flamenco things were there before I even, I call that coming. Yeah, this is electronic flamenco we're hearing. There's only one other game I've heard do this, and that's Ace Combat. Another flight-related game. That's a bass. Oh my. Wow, dude. I would normally just jump into the next one, but I actually have a lot to say. That was a pleasant surprise. That was sick. That's probably the game's equivalent to like a chill song, but either way, whoa. That had a lot of things that I just enjoy. I myself played flamenco for like 8 to 9 years solely and learned all those techniques, and you know I still have the nails just in case because I still know how to do all that. My guitar's still over there, just hanging on the wall. So, wow, that sounded a lot to me like a song from Ace Combat Zero called Zero, which was a huge request and a huge video. If you like this song, just do yourself a favor and go listen to Zero from Ace Combat Zero. You'll understand immediately. But this was cool because it was like subtle. It was like hinting at it, you know? Whoa, that was just cool. First of all, the thing about flamenco, traditionally, it never gets really remixed into anything nowadays. Yeah, sure, because we're in the, 2025. But for the longest time, it was just like, leave it alone. Just keep it as this raw thing of just wood and strings and the dancer and the castanets. Like, very bare bones. Just, like, not even, like, reverb on the guitar. Just, very raw sound. All you can hear is, like, the fingers. And obviously, with technology now, people put in flamenco and this and that and there. But you don't really hear it too much often with electronic. And it's really cool because it's two cool genres. And so that was nice. But I was hearing hints of some rasgueado, which is the scratching kind of, that kind of thing. Basically playing with the strings completely muted. So this hand is covering everything. So all you hear is just, and then this hand becomes the instrument itself, kind of like a mixture of, I guess, guitar and percussion. Just, and that was going on, and I was like, ooh, that was kind of like my specialty when I played. I'm too lazy to get the guitar, but there's videos out there where I do that a lot. I do that a lot, and it's fun. And I think it was the first time I might have heard it. No, I don't think it was the first time I heard it on the channel, but it was definitely the first time in Xenoblade, that's for sure. It's also not common at all. But anyways, that was basically hinting at to what was to come later, which was like the little solo into the run. So I don't know. It was just a pleasant surprise. I can't even imagine what the nighttime's going to be. I'm really excited for that. So let's just do that now. Oblivia Night. What is going on in Oblivia? I'm oblivious to Oblivia. Oh, and then that bass solo in that first one. That's... Sounds like a completely different song now. I don't remember the motif of the first one, so... Wow. And then the orchestral mix with it, too. That's sick. I want to say the closest flamenco was to Xenoblade before was the Fallen Land in the first game. But that wasn't really... That was just a nylon guitar. Damn, dude. Xenoblade... it's crossing my mind. Maybe I will play this. Woo, man. Nylon and violin. I think it's a violin. That's an acoustic guitar now. That's different. You hear the difference? You hear the steel strings now? Oh my gosh. Dude, I love all this music way more than like the vocal stuff, which is fine. But I'm all about this stuff right here. The world building music, you know what I mean? I had to hold in a sneeze for that last bit of dialogue there, so you're welcome. Still has that technological sound to it. And these songs loop, that's crazy. I'm really curious what the like mass crystallization is over there. Oh, there was that. That might be possibly my new favorite song in X. And what I mean by like I prefer this, I've just always been an instrumental kind of guy. There's nothing wrong with vocals at all whatsoever. My favorite video game song in the world has vocals in it. I'm not saying that at all. It's just that stuff, the vocal stuff, for me has always been really, really, really impactful in game, of course. And I feel like I could be wrong, but all the vocal stuff I've heard from X might be like cutscenes or some big event, that kind of thing. I don't know, I think I did one of the battle themes, and that one was kind of like the rap one. There's a lot of variety, clearly, with the vocal stuff, different singers all over the place. Whereas before, the Xenoblade like music that I know, like 1 and 2 and like the tiny bit of 3, that's all been mostly like vocal harmonies and notes, and then the lyrics, that's all for like the ending, the credits. So it's always like one song or two songs maybe. So for me, hearing like letting the song breathe and just kind of hearing everything, I'm just like, oh yeah, that is really cool. That is really unique. The closest thing that I can compare this to, if I had to, would actually be Ace Combat, which is, I don't know if I've said that before, maybe, knowing me, but it really does sound like Ace Combat. Ace Combat is obviously a jet fighter game, but a big emphasis on orchestral and kind of this technological thing, and that's the genius of Keiki Kobayashi, who has done a lot of Namco stuff in the past. So, actually, I'm not even sure if Zero was Keiki. Probably. Anyways, this is really cool. I like the fusion of flamenco techniques, but also this one introduced something new, and that was the acoustic guitar. So, if you're thinking, what the hell is he talking about? It's basically everything we heard prior to this, to that last part, has all been a nylon guitar. The nylon guitar is like basically plastic strings, think of it that way. So it's a very soft, warmer, rounder sound, and you play with your fingers, your fingernails. The acoustic guitar is kind of the opposite. Steel strings, very bright, twangy, and usually played with a pick. So you could hear that little ding, 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 ding. That was cool. That's it. Well, my interest in X got bumped up. I'm not sure if I'm going to play it this year, to be honest with you, because I kind of have a lot going on this year. I'm definitely playing 3 this year, but this one, I don't know. It's going to be an acquired taste, I think. I feel like. And I'm not trying to like judge it early. It's just, I'm just telling you how I feel. But 2 really, really cool songs. The the whole thing feels, especially with Wir Fliegen, definitely the whole thing has like a very cinematic movie. I feel like this is their attempt at a feature film or something. So I don't know. Really cool. Thank you, Biosleeve and CF for the request. I will see you if you want to see my playthroughs of 1 and 2. You can go to there. And Xenoblade Chronicles 3 playthrough will be after my playthrough of Octopath Traveler. So, don't know when that is. I'm just going to say springtime. Okay, well, thank you to all the Patreons you see on screen. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse in the Auditorium. Peace.